Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm going to be planning out the week of May 21st through the 27th. And I'm doing a voiceover version of this video because I had to film this while I was attending a 4-hour meeting. I didn't have to, I suppose, but I thought it was the most likely way of getting this video made given the time constraints that I had this week. So I'm showing you here the current week, how that is going, and I'm beginning to plan out the next week. So I am speeding this video up because I feel like voiceovers maybe just don't have the same cadence as when I'm talking to you as I'm working. This week, I'm really excited to share these new stickers that I got in the mail. I just love them. I'm going to put a link to the shop in the description of this video in case you're interested in picking them up. But I think I got sucked in by an Instagram ad. Anyway, they're nostalgia stickers, and you know how much I love a good set of nostalgia stickers. So, like every week, I'm going ahead to start with the washi. I do have to clip the pages down now because the bump is such in my planner that it's like the page pops up when it's open. So, starting with the washi as I normally do. Yeah, week has been kind of a crazy week, and if I was doing this live, I would have told you all about it, of course, but if you've been following me on Instagram, you know that I took my daughter to see my grandma in California, and my sister came with me, but essentially a lot of it was just me watching my daughter by myself, and just trying to get through a 3-day cross-country trip with her in one piece. The good and bad news is she never really got off of Virginia time, so we didn't have to switch her back. The bad news about that, of course, is she went to bed at 3 p.m. and then got up at 3 a.m. California time. So, and she also just didn't really respond well to the hotel bed that they gave us. And so every night this is the first time in her little life that she slept right by me, and she wouldn't even just go to sleep the normal way next to me. She'd only go to sleep if I was cradling her, in the bed. And then once she got fully asleep, I could pull my arm out. Right now I'm showing you the label maker that I got. And I think I mentioned this in my last video, but I was influenced by Activelli YouTube video, also Passion Planner YouTuber. But to get this label maker, my husband bought it for me for Mother's Day, and I love it. It's just so cute, little typewriter, and right now I'm using it to print out to-do stickers for the tops of my weekly columns. So right now I'm cutting off the excess sticker tape, and I'm going to cut them into little individual stickers so I can go ahead and slap them on in the columns. Yeah, so I'm still recovering from last weekend. I've never been so tired in my life, but I think part of it is also spring allergies. The way they manifest for me is fatigue and my eye waters. So I'm trying to stay on top of that. But luckily this week I had a lot of help with family to watch Freya while I attended a lot of long, intense meetings, got a lot of work done. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I have not got any academic writing done this week, but I decided to give myself some grace because it's just a lot. I didn't even get in till 9 p.m. on Monday, so honestly, this week is what it is. And I had some things I needed to get off my plate as we near the end of May. For us, that means we're going off contract, so there's a lot of stuff we need to do before the end of that contract happens, and I just need to get all my ducks in a row. Also, summer classes start next Monday, so yay! It's actually my task today, the day I'm recording this, is to make sure that those classes are ready to go and to open them, so my students have the weekend to manage their expectations about the course. So right now I am coloring in the time slots for the meetings I have next week. Thankfully, the meetings themselves scale back. There are not as many, but there is admin work I have to do in preparation for those meetings. And as I said, summer classes start. So there's going to be a new sort of workflow that I have to work with. And stay tuned, because I am going to record a video of like an update on the work I owe my students matrix that I used in the spring. I think I really need to wrap my head around that for the summer classes, because they are so quick. They're 5-week classes, and I need to know what I owe them when I owe it to them, and to basically map out how my weeks are going to go, so that I'm like very clear with myself about when I need to return the work to them, to give them feedback on their work. It's not like I haven't taught summer classes before, but before I had complete control over my schedule. I did not have a 7-month-old baby. So I just need to have a clearer picture of the workflow so that I can plan around it. The other news is that I think we have found a daycare situation for my daughter. Hopefully, if it works out. They're about 3 minutes away from my house, which is awesome. We get to start out with a 1-day-a-week schedule for the time being, and then switch to a 3-day schedule when the opening comes up. And I think that is just ideal for the summer, because I will have summer months off. I can spend with my daughter, like the whole month of July, certainly, and then half of June. And there's just no admin work either once like this week ends. And so I will just have more time to be with her, even though I'm teaching summer classes. It will be really nice for her to get adjusted to the daycare, but still have days with me, so that I can meet her needs on a one-on-one basis. And by the time she goes and switches to the 3-day schedule, she'll be older. She won't need as many naps during the day. She will just be a little like easier to take care of, and then also just more responsive to the other children and stuff like that. But anyway, this daycare is a home daycare, and it just sounds amazing. Like, the people seem so nice, and I'm just like excited and hoping it works out. You know how these things go. So right now I am writing in, I put a little icon, a little laptop icon, to signal that the summer classes start on Monday. And I, as I said, jotted down my meetings, and I'm about to put in my habit tracker. So yeah, that's the news on the street. But this week, as I said, was full of meetings, one whole day on campus. Thankfully, my mother-in-law came and helped my husband with the baby, because also we had the drywallers come to fix the drywall from our water heater installation issue. So it was just a really busy week. We had a lot going on. It felt, my husband had doctor's appointments, and it was like just kind of insane how much stuff we crammed into this week. And there's a department party tonight that I'm really excited to go to, because one of my, colleagues and mentors is retiring. So I want to celebrate her and mourn her leaving, because I just really wish she was staying on the admin team, especially. So right now I'm placing the YouTube stickers to signal to myself when the videos go up. It doesn't always help me remember to share that in a timely manner, but I put them on anyway. I am hoping to have go back to my original 3 videos a week schedule. I skipped one this week because it's just, as I said, crazy week, and I had initially thought of doing like a California travel vlog, but I didn't have a minute to film anything during that trip, so I skipped that video. And next week, as I said, I'm going to post an updated what I owe my students matrix workflow, like for the summer classes, so that I can better plan around that. And I was actually thinking of doing a like day in the life vlog. And let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. And I'm specifically thinking of like showing you how I do work with my baby at home. I know for myself, when I first like started this whole stay at home mom slash work from home existence, that I was like really just kind of like thirsty for information about how exactly people did it. I will say the mom Facebook group that I'm in was not like encouraging. They were like, you're going to get nothing done, because they all went through it in the pandemic, right? Most of them. And so, yeah, I was just like thirsty for that kind of information. And I just thought it would be interesting to do a vlog of like how I do it. So anyway, if you're interested in that, please leave a note in the comments. I will attempt to to show you how I do it. So I just popped on here a vacation sticker because this coming, the end of this next week is when we're going on our out of town trip for Memorial Day weekend. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be the last, not the last trip we take with the baby, but the last for a little while, for a few weekends. So it'll be nice to get a little reprieve from the traveling, but also like the kind of traveling we're doing for Memorial Day weekend where it's just us and we're on our own. We have complete control of our schedule, is going to be more relaxing than when we have gone on other trips for family events. Right now I'm pulling off, I think these are to do or like task stickers from this like generic sheet I got from Michael's. Just sort of filling it out. I could have printed more off of my label maker for those, but I thought pulling down some of the blue would be nice because these stickers that I'm placing are like a combination of kind of coral and blue. As I'm doing this voiceover, I see the little like gap in the washi on the right. I think I take care of that later, but now I'm like, I should get my planner out and see if I actually did take care of that. I'm trying to get better about blocking so that the planner's in the screen a little more clearly, but obviously in this case. So because these stickers are so large, I did like, this is like the longest amount of time I've ever taken to try to figure out where they're going to go in the spread, because I don't want to cover up too much like useful space, but I also want to spread them out. Like I definitely had a challenge here where I was like, where am I, especially the floppy disk, like where am I going to put this? Because I didn't like really think about it when I purchased them. And so you can see me like trying to figure it out. And then also like thinking, did I have anything going on Monday night? And in fact, my husband's uncle passed away last week. So one of the funeral events is Monday night. And so we are going to that one. And I just like thought of it in that moment. Because I was wondering if I could cover it up, but I didn't want to. I need to remind myself that we're doing that. So as you can see, I'm still trying to figure out where to place these gigantic stickers. And this is when it occurs to me that I don't need all the rows in the habit tracker. Like I don't track that many habits, and I could cut it down so that I could lower the sticker into the space of infinite possibility. But then I'm asking myself like how I'm going to do that since I already pasted it down. So what I do is I pull it up. It actually pulls up pretty easy on the top, but does like kind of rip up towards the bottom. But that's fine because I'm moving it down anyway. So I pull it up and cut the bottom off, like the bottom rows that I don't use, and then I repaste it down. So that's what I'm doing here. Or I'm getting a new one and I'm cutting it down. And then that way, the larger stickers, I'm actually counting how many rows I need from the previous week, and then cutting the bottom row off, the bottom couple of rows. I also, as you may have noticed, put like my little next week sticker on the right, like I have been doing. And actually, like when I looked ahead, I'm like, ooh, because admin work ends, um, there's not, and we don't have any plans the following weekend. There's like almost nothing I need to put there. But obviously, there's summer classes that I'll be teaching, but there's no like major things I need to be on the lookout for. So that was interesting. So we'll see if I keep going with that through the summer. I might take a break from it. So yeah, here I'm pretty happy with the sticker placement. I think I've figured it out. So I just love, again, these nostalgic stickers. I think they're super cute. I also, from the same sticker shop, ordered a little script sticker that said, I am enough, and I put that on the front of my planner. So you might see that in some of the future videos if you didn't see it at the beginning of this video. But as I said, I'll put the sticker shop in the description. I just can't remember the exact name of it off the top of my head while I'm doing this voiceover. So, yes, this coming Sunday, when this video goes up, my brother, sister-in-law, and my niece are flying to Portugal to live there. So I'm really sad about them going because well, for so many reasons, but not the least of which is they're so great with Freya, and I'm definitely going to miss them watching her for us, and I'm going to miss my niece, of course, and just seeing her, like, she's turning 10 in June, and like that period between like 10 and 14 is so much happens, so much changes in a child's life, and it'll just be interesting. I know it'll be interesting when we go visit. It'll feel like she's probably a whole new kid to me, and they feel the same way about Freya. Like by the time we get to visit them, which I'm not entirely sure when that will be yet. How babies are, they just don't keep, and they're just like totally different babies from one month to the next. So we are going to see them off the day before on Saturday. They're leaving in the morning on Sunday, and also Sunday night I'm going to hang out with some friends to get a little like me time, because even though I've had a lot of help with Freya this week, it's all been in order for me to work. So a little like non-mom, non-work time sounds awesome. I also am hoping, as you can see from me writing down the focus of the week, to jump back on the academic writing wagon in full force and like really I want to turn a draft in, hopefully of both things, to my writing group. As I said, have some admin work to do when summer classes start, so I'm probably being a little ambitious there, but I want to turn something into my writing group for their feedback. And then I really need to wrap up the work I'm doing on this project so I can move to the next project. I still have a week after this left in May, so, feeling pretty good about where I'm at, but would really like to make sure that I keep on track with my Gantt chart. So yeah, that's the update on the academic writing. Hopefully I'll be able to maintain that focus. And then we'll see. My daughter might be starting daycare this week. It could be this week or it could be the following week if it all works out. That will give me at least one whole day to like plow through any deep work that I need to plow through. Any work that's like easier to do when she's just not here. And that would probably be academic writing, because I think I am able to squeeze feedback to students around her schedule. So yeah, and right now I'm writing down my habits. I did drop, I think, one or two, or combined maybe two, and dropped one and added a different one. I let this be kind of permission, if you need it, to adjust your habits as they fit into your life, and to prioritize the things that you want to prioritize, because you don't need to keep on tracking the same stuff if it's not serving you, if it's not working out. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm also transferring over some to-do items. And I think that's about it for this plan with me. I love this spread so much. I think like the video doesn't do justice to the color scheme a little bit, but it's just, these stickers are awesome. I'm looking forward to staring at this next week to come back to check in with my planner. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you back here soon.